I bought the material for this project at Home Depot, and it cost me just under $20. I bought the material in February 20th, 2023. Take the 10-foot piece of half-inch conduit and measure in from the bottom 5 feet and mark it. That is the center line. Now measure the width of your ladder. Let's say it's 16 inches. Now add 2.5 inches to that, which is 18.5 inches. Now from the center line, measure out 9.25 inches on each side of the center line and mark it. That will be your bending lines. Now on each side of the bending lines, measure out 5/8 of an inch. That will give you 1.25 inches to flatten down. Do not drill any holes before you make your bends. While you're waiting for the next step, let me tell you a story. And if you are German, you might get a kick out of it. I don't know if it's true or not, but it goes like this. Way back in the early 30s, before World War II, the American scientist came up with this thin wire. It was very, very thin. It was much thinner than a hair. It was so thin that you could hardly see it. The scientists were very proud of it. They agreed that they were much further ahead in technology than any other country in the world. Then they had this thought: why don't we send a sample of the wire to Germany and show them how smart we are? So they did this. And 2 weeks later, the Germans sent it back with a hole drilled through it. The easiest way to do this project is to weld the joints together, but I don't have a welder. Before you hammer out the second area, make sure that they are aligned with each other. Before you make any bends, make sure that the conduit is level. After you make the bends, squeeze the two ends together. Now, drill the two 3/8 of an inch eye bolt holes. Locate the hole approximately 1.25 inch down from the top. Now, from the bottom of the eye bolt, measure down 3/4 of an inch and mark it. Next, put on your self-locking nut. When you buy the 3/8 of an inch eye bolts, make sure that the ID is at least 1 1/8 inches. Next, drill the 3/4 inch holes as shown in the video. Use one of the existing holes and drill a 1/4 inch hole through the ladder. Use 2 bolts when you're ready to store the ladder. With this ladder revision, you have 2 different elevations. First one is a foot, the second one is 2 foot. Now, if you want to have the handrail raise up 3 feet, you would have to get a hold of 2 6-foot pieces of conduit and weld the joints together. Warning: this revision is used only for balance. Do not reach over the center of gravity. It could cause a very serious injury.